Can you imagine a scenario where a political party is so divided, they vow to spend every single day trying to kick one of their own out of Congress? This isn't a hypothetical anymore, it's the explosive reality brewing within the Democratic Party right now. Before we dive deeper into this incredible political drama, if you want to stay on top of everything happening in US politics, hit that subscribe button right now and leave a like. It really helps this channel grow and keeps us bringing you the most important stories. Now, let's unpack this jaw-dropping situation. We have two Democratic lawmakers, Representatives Jared Moskowitz of Florida and Josh Gottheimer of New Jersey, making a very public and very aggressive vow. They're saying that if Texas voters send Democrat Maureen Galindo to Washington this November, they will do everything in their power, and that means forcing repeated votes to expel her from the House of Representatives. Why such drastic action against a fellow Democrat? It all boils down to some truly shocking comments made by Galindo, a sex therapist who was running in a district that leans Republican. Galindo hasn't shied away from her controversial campaign platform. One of her most alarming proposals involves turning a local ICE processing center into a prison for American Zionists and former ICE officers for human trafficking. Let that sink in for a moment. But it gets even more disturbing. She also made a social media post claiming that many Zionists, and for context, Zionism is broadly understood as support for the Jewish people's right to self-determination in their ancestral homeland, are pedophiles and should be castrated. Congressman Moskowitz was blunt in his statement to Fox News Digital: "I don't care if she gets sent here. I will vote to expel her and force a vote to expel her every single day." He drew a powerful parallel to his own family history, stating, "My grandmother was part of the Kindertransport out of Germany. Her parents were killed in Auschwitz. My kids are never going to concentration camps." This isn't just about political disagreement. For Moskowitz, it's deeply personal and tied to the horrific lessons of history. Galindo's campaign, it's worth noting, has not responded to requests for comment on these statements. These comments are coming at a critical time for Galindo, as she's heading into a May 26 runoff election after securing the most votes in the Democratic primary for the San Antonio-based district. Republicans actually redrew the district lines to make it easier for them to flip this seat, though Democrats still believe they can keep it competitive. Her opponent, Johnny Garcia, a sheriff's deputy, has been accused by Galindo's campaign of being paid by Zionist terrorism and trafficking. Her campaign also posted on social media that, when Maureen gets into Congress, she'll write legislation so that all Zionism and support of Zionism is undoubtedly anti-Semitic, since it's Zionists harming the Semites. Congressman Moskowitz believes that Democrats need to do whatever it takes to prevent Galindo from ever reaching Congress. He expressed a broader concern, telling Fox News Digital, "The Democratic Party can't get to power because we've expanded our tent so big to include this sort of insane behavior. It's gone from the super extreme side to now almost mainstream," he said, referring to the rise of antisemitism. "We've crossed the Rubicon with the stuff." House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries and DCCC Chairwoman Susan DelBene echoed these sentiments. They called Galindo's comments disqualifying and accused Republican groups of trying to boost her candidacy. Their statement declared, "Texans will not be fooled and will reject her at the ballot box next week." Both Moskowitz and Gottheimer see Galindo's statements as indicative of a larger problem: the growing presence of antisemitism in the political arena. Gottheimer emphasized the need for zero tolerance, telling Fox News, "Both parties, there should be zero tolerance for anti-Semitic-driven hatred that we're seeing right now." He also pointed the finger at Republicans, urging them to condemn podcaster Candace Owens for her frequent promotion of anti-Semitic conspiracy theories. Gottheimer has been vocal on this issue, even penning an op-ed in the New York Times earlier this month criticizing some Democrats for aligning themselves with figures like streamer Hassan Piker. Piker has made a series of controversial statements, including claiming Hamas is 1,000 times better than Israel, calling some Orthodox Jews inbred, and downplaying the sexual violence of the October 7 attacks. Despite these controversies, prominent Democrats like Representatives Ro Khanna and Summer Lee, and Michigan Senate hopeful Abdul El-Sayed, have chosen to associate with him. When asked directly if Democrats are doing enough to combat anti-Semitism within the party, Moskowitz didn't mince words. "No. We are not doing enough," he stated unequivocally. So, what does this mean for the future of the Democratic Party? It signifies a critical internal struggle to define its core values and confront extremism head-on. The expulsion thread highlights a deep divide over how to handle candidates who espouse hateful rhetoric, and it raises questions about the party's ability to unite and maintain its broad coalition. For voters, it's a stark reminder of the importance of scrutinizing candidates and the issues they champion, especially when those issues touch upon deep-seated prejudices and historical traumas. The outcome of this potential expulsion fight, and the broader conversation it sparks, will undoubtedly have lasting implications for American politics and the ongoing fight against antisemitism and all forms of hate. What do you think about this internal democratic struggle and the potential for a daily expulsion vote? Is this a necessary stand against antisemitism, or a divisive overreach? Drop your opinion in the comments below. I read every single one. This is a pivotal moment, and the decisions made now will shape the discourse and integrity of our political system for years to come. We'll be watching closely.